Hello, welcome back to another F1 2021 video. We're on, I think, our ninth race? Yeah, I think it's the ninth race, and we're on the, I think it's Japanese Grand Prix. This is the second to last race, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on this, I'm not sure. But, yeah, it's going to be a good race. I think it may be the third to last. But we feel pretty happy about this. I am looking forward to this race. We got in the points last round. We wanted to get higher. But we'll see. We've been able to do a lot with this car. We've been able to get higher and higher. Obviously on the right difficulty. Now we're into qualifying on the Japanese Grand Prix. This is a pretty fast Grand Prix. Downforce is pretty needed, but our car doesn't have that. So if we are in front of people, we're going to need to do quite a bit of defending. So let's just see how we can do in this race. As you can tell, our downforce is horrible, and we're already last in qualifying right now. This is definitely the downforce dependent part on the map. Not even a good go for me there. But Verstappen is ahead of us. So is everyone. So we'll see if we can make up time on these corners, as these slow corners are what we will make time on. And what our main overtaking position will be, probably. As you can see, we're 20th now, so we are gaining places. 21st, so yeah, we're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty okay. Well, I went on the grass. Let's hope we do better. Come on, we can do well. We hit the curb a bit there. That's fine. You don't want to accelerate on those curbs because you start skidding out. It's horrible. 19th, good exit here. We're going down a pretty long straight. We're on the bridge, and now we're over. We are now going into the slowest. I don't know about slowest, but definitely. So we're going into the chicane, and now we're coming out. It looks like 18th or 19th. Depends where they put us. Pretty good one. I'm not too. Obviously, our car isn't up to this race, but hopefully we can get a good score. Maybe safety cars. I mean, safety cars are usually what makes like lesser teams get good scores. We just got ahead of our teammate. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race. Anyway, it's not our teammate. It's not qualified that matters. It's how our teammate can overtake, and he's not done that very well. So. Yeah, he's skidded out and stuff like that, so we probably might need a new one. I don't know. I want to say we're developing only on downforce, but downforce has been very bad. Yeah, so if you don't know, because obviously I don't show you much of it because I speed it up, but the regulation changes, they're basically where you have to secure a certain. I don't know if I'm using the right words, but basically in the game, what you have to do is you have to redo, depending on the regulation changes, redo your manufacture process. So on downforce, a bunch of them need to be redone, and I've been redoing them. Bunch on durability, none on powertrain, so that's not been changed in the regulations. So yeah, that's basically what that is. So it means you might have less durability in the next season, less aerodynamics. Yeah, so that's what it could be. Anyway, not a great qualifying. We got beat by Williams, so we're going to try and do better. Anyway, we're going into the race on the Japanese Grand Prix. See you guys then.
Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Perez, Lando Norris, and Sainz, Ricciardo, Leclerc, Gasly, and Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Tsunoda, Sebastian Vettel, and Stroll, Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Mick Schumacher, and George Russell. Thomas, Alesi,
yep, teammates together.
And with lights out just moments away, It's time to go down to the track.
This is our engine supplier's home Grand Prix. Let's give them a race worth watching.
Oh yeah, it is our engine suppliers, Honda. Honda's Grand Prix, Honda's home Grand Prix. So, yeah, I guess we do better do this well. Anyway, not a great start from us. Bad start from Russell there. We're better than Schumacher. But our teammate, flying past Russell, squeezing in. Anyway, oh, our teammate nudges Russell a bit. We go inside of our teammate. He lets us through. Anyway, Raikkonen. We're going inside of Raikkonen. He's not allowing us through. But he skids out and we get through. He wanted to push us out to the edge. That's what he wanted to do. He did not let us through. And our teammate went straight into Russell. Maybe lost a bit of control with how fast he was going off the start. Anyway, we're catching up with Giovinazzi. We did gain quite a few places there in 16th from 19th. Alesi 18th. He took over Russell and Schumacher, which is really good for him. Anyway, both of me and Alesi are doing well here. We're going up the inside of all the cars. We're going to get... Oh my god, I love and hate when we do that, because that's not racing. That's just complete dive bombing. But we get through and we're ahead of Stroll and Vettel, both Aston Martins. I think we might have hit Stroll's wing a bit and he might need to go in the pits. Whoops. But you never know. So we are now in 13th. Anyway, not let, because our car isn't that fast. So Stroll's trying to get through. We bump our tyres a bit. He goes on the grass a little bit. Can he keep it? He's going around the outside. It looks like he can. No, he gives it up in the end and lets us pass. But that was really, really aggressive from Stroll there. As you can see, our car is not as fast as an Aston Martin. So defending, like I said, is what we're going to have to do. Anyway, this is the end of lap 2. Stroll is trying to take us over again. Squeeze him to the right a bit. He's going to go around the inside. We're going to go around the outside. And I'm on the racing line. But I squeeze him too much and he hits my back tyre and spins. Oh no, and that's a big crash. And Raikkonen, I'm pretty sure, has hit the back of Giovinazzi. And he is out of the Grand Prix. So Stroll skidded on our back tyre. We kind of closed the gap on him. That wasn't very good racing or fair racing from us. But that means Raikkonen is out of the race. And virtual safety car is out. Nope, full safety car is out indeed. So like I said, having safety car, this is, it's like I jinxed myself. Safety cars will help our race. And there's already one, a really early safety car. An really early safety car, and we're going to probably pit this lap. Amazing early safety car. Unfortunately, Stroll, I did close the gap too much and I squeezed him too much, and I could have left some space around the corner, but no. Anyway, here I go into the pits, the end of lap 3. We did do a little skip. It skipped from before. It did a little skip to the end of lap 2. But now we're at the end of lap 3, which is lap now 4. And we're in the pits. And you can see a lot of people in the pits. A lot of people didn't pit, so that'll be interesting. Our teammate didn't pit. So there's going to be some not great cars up in the field. This is a really mixed race because of this safety car. As you can see, my teammate is like way ahead. I can't see what place he's in, but he is definitely way ahead of us. You can see that there's Daniel Ricciardo and I think Leclerc maybe. I don't know, but they are basically yeah. So they're a bit. They're in the middle. They're not even in the points. Anyway, we're going in this lap. I kind of skipped to the end of that lap. It's just me chasing Alonso. Nothing really to see. It doesn't look like we're getting a great exit off Alonso here. We go a bit wide, and that gives us not a great exit. And now Schumacher's behind us. Will Schumacher try? Schumacher is trying. He's trying to go around the inside and the outside, but we defend very well. And he doesn't have a chance, as he is actually a slower car. Surprisingly, finally. Our Haas is slower. So that was a bit of a wide turn from us there. Now we have to catch up with Alonso. And our teammate, he's so far up the grid, it's not where he's really usually been. And our car probably can't deal with that, especially for a driver that doesn't go for massive dive bombs. So He is going to hold back the whole entire grid, and I kind of want him to do that so we can, you know, yeah, so we can catch up. Anyway, I'm kind of predicting a big dive bomb here. Here you go, here's the big dive bomb. We bump into a Ferrari, not sure which one. We get ahead of him. Leclerc, here you go.
Moved up to P12.
Giuliano, our teammate, is still all the way up the grid. He's way ahead of us. Ahead of Hamilton. Shows that safety car messed up a lot of the strategy. Anyway, because we're not as fast as a Ferrari, here Leclerc comes. He's going to try and go around the inside. Can he pull it off? It's like when we happen to Stroll. We're squeezing him to the right. He slows down a bit, but there you go. There's Daniel Ricciardo going to the inside of me. We're going to go around him, and he's going to stop. But anyway, let's get a better view of this. It's freeway into the chicane, and then Daniel Ricciardo comes out. So Leclerc tries to take us over. Daniel Ricciardo comes out of nowhere on the inside, and when Leclerc goes around the outside. But that means that me defending from Leclerc gives Daniel Ricciardo that place on Leclerc. So Leclerc's actually behind Daniel Ricciardo now. But I don't know if that would stay the same, as Leclerc might take him over. You never know. Anyway, as you can see, Mazepin are harsh. Our car is faster than Mazepin. Anyway, I go way too wide. Daniel Ricciardo's trying to get through, but it gives Leclerc a bit of space to try and maybe make room on Daniel Ricciardo. No, he can't. I'm still defending, and Leclerc is still trying to get through on Daniel Ricciardo, but still can't. He's going left and right and left and right, and now Daniel Ricciardo's going around the outside, and now I'm going to go around the inside, and I don't brake enough, and he goes off the track, and so do I. But Leclerc doesn't pass us, and we get a warning for colliding with Ricciardo there. I didn't brake enough, so I hit into... Oh, we're going around the inside of Mazepin. Oh my god, so much thing. I skid a bit. That means I lose control a bit, and Mazepin can get back in the lead. This is insane. We don't get a time for a breather. Daniel Ricciardo really tried to go around the outside of us, but maybe didn't give enough space. We didn't brake enough anyway. Look, we go a bit wide. Leclerc's going to try and go around the inside. We hit him a little bit, and he skids, but he keeps it. He keeps it under control. Oh my god. Oh, Daniel Ricciardo. That was bad for him. He went off the track. He's way behind. So I dived in a bit too much there. He hit my thing, and we go a bit wide. Leclerc gets round the inside. That was something waiting to happen, as our downforce wasn't as good. We skipped a few laps ahead, I'm pretty sure. And Leclerc gets through. God, I don't have the time to explain stuff. And Gasly gets through with a very bad glitch and a very bad brake. But we're going to keep it round the slow corner, as we love our little dive bombs. Anyway, Leclerc, all these cars are all faster than us. So Leclerc is going to be overtaking us. As you saw, it was a matter of time. Still, Leclerc overtook us, and we can't catch up. But he will be held up by Mazepin. And now it's Gasly we're trying to defend against. This is insane. This Grand Prix has had so much action. First, Daniel Ricciardo going off the track. The crash with Stroll. Oh my god. All these cars being faster. I'm defending so hard on Gasly. He's trying to go around the outside, but I'm holding it off and the inside, so he has to go around the outside. Anyway, Leclerc's overtaking Mazepin. This is good for us, as now we're going to use Leclerc's... we're going to follow Leclerc through. We followed Leclerc through on that overtake, but it doesn't even matter, as Mazepin was going in the pits. And this is where all the people at the top were going in the pits. And because of the safety car, we are now out in 4th, and Alonso's in 5th, and Gasly's in 6th. So many different cars that you don't expect to be here, but they are. So Leclerc's just now gone. We're not going to catch up with him anytime soon. Alonso's trying to take us over, as Alonso took over Gasly, but we're defending really hard because we want to keep this position. Amazing points if we can. As you can see on the mini-map, we're holding up so many cars. There's so many cars we're holding up. And we're going to go around the corner, but we go a bit wide. Alonso's going to run around the inside. He catches our wheel. He pushes us off the track, but he skids. And that's a major crash and a major hold-up. Here we go. I go a bit wide. He tries to go around the inside, but can't control it, and he skids out. And I don't give him not enough space there. Like, God, I've been very defensive this game. I don't give him enough space. He skids out, catching our wheel. And another safety car. This is an insane race. We could maybe get in the podium if we get an amazing start off on the safety car. This is insane. we could maybe get on the podium. We're now thinking, in my head, we didn't think we could catch up with Leclerc, but now in my head we're thinking we could catch up with Leclerc because of the safety car and maybe get a better start and get ahead of him. Let's hope this happened. It's the end of the lap. It's the end of the lap. It's going back to racing. And like I said, we're getting a better start than Leclerc. He's stuck behind Hamilton's bad start. And we're going around the inside of him. We've got a really, really, really better exit. And we're going around the inside for the next corner. Can we pull it off? We're going around the inside. Leclerc's going around the inside. He gives us the space and we get through. We are now on the podium for some major points, but Leclerc is going around the outside with his better downforce, but we ride the curb through and we get the speed we need to stay ahead of him. Oh my god, this has been an insane race. We're slowing down now. We're going to go around these corners where I've made a few mistakes. And Jeff just said we're going to feel some tyre, what's it called? My brain is fried from this race. Oh my god. It's going to be a bit more skiddy on our tyres now, as we've been having to brake late and defend off. You heard him. It's the second last. It's 2 laps remaining, and Leclerc is catching up. He's probably going to try and overtake us here. Let's see what happens. No, he doesn't. I think we've got a big enough gap. We have got a big enough gap. Anyway, we're going to skip ahead till last lap. And we're on the same straight. We're going to go on the inside to defend as much as we can from Leclerc. He's going to have to go around the outside. Does he have the pace to do it? He's going for it. No, he can't. And we've kept it. We've kept defending off Leclerc for all the race until he overtook us. But we re-overtook him on the better exit on the safety car. And now we're on the podium. And we win. We do amazing. Both safety cars, 2 safety cars, changed our race. And that's right, driver of the day and we get third. All because of those safety cars and me being so defensive.
Climb out of the car, the Red Bull team are ready and waiting to celebrate. A thoroughly well-deserved win.
Amazing race.
Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position.
See me on the podium.
It's great to see it paid off for them.
That's right.
They do so much for the sport that you can't help but
Anyway,
be delighted by today's
amazing podium for us. That was so good on hard difficulty, which is where we probably should be at. Amazing. 2 safety cars. As usual in qualifying, I'm not faster than all the cars in front of me, but I can pull it off with massive dive bombs and amazing defending. And obviously, we only did it with 2 safety cars.
have changed. Today's performance means Max Verstappen now owns the top spot in the Drivers' Championship. Now, let's discuss, Ants. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
I have to give it to Thomas. They fought so hard and had
So amazing.
at times.
Thank you. Gio, see how amazing our teammate did amazing this race. It's his best race. He got 15th. Valtteri Bottas below him. This pitting strategy. These 2 safety cars. The first safety car. So many penalties from that. There was so many penalties from the crashes because they crashed into each other. Oh my god. Spartan is still ahead of McLaren. We're ahead of Lando Norris by a little bit.
You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you?
Yes. I wouldn't say it's aerodynamics. I would say it's definitely massive dive bombs. Our braking was amazing.
All the teams have updated their cars for next season's regulation changes. Where do you think you'll come out?
Yeah, we're gonna have to update our car a bit, but
Dodgems than Formula 1 today, wasn't it?
yeah, there was a lot of bumps and a lot of skids and a lot of crashes.
Well, that's everything.
Amazing race. Such a good race for us. That second safety car, the only reason we got a podium because we were able to catch up with Leclerc. I guess thank you to Alonso. You could say I probably should have had a penalty for cutting him off there, but I was defending so hard. And up to 12 acclaim for us. Gio and Lacey finally didn't lose a claim and he gained a claim, and we're nearly into 16 acclaim for our team. forgot to mention, guys, we actually have our 4th sponsor. Yeah. Anyway, team headquarters. Next race will be the last race of the season. The last race of the season. And then it will be season 2. See you guys then. Stay in tune.